Good morning, guys. My name is Badal Balan. I am studying at MSc in Project Management at Ravensbourne University. Today, I would like to talk about the project for the Green Care Healthcare Building. The Green Care Healthcare Building project, introducing the concern of as Project World Health Organization. Healthcare system can facilitate continue responsible to the greenhouse gases of emission. Actually, it was the crucial for the project to have designing system reducing environmental impact while thoroughly enhancing patients to staff well-being. The next slide is shows that the certains of the 7 certain, which is a 24 by 7 supporting and the access to remoting teams. Here certain the uses of designing, processing, maintaining stages of green healthcare building. The crucial stage processing mapping, including designing, planning, waste of management, and conservation operation to end of the life. A trust of platform using for the hundred of tens of recognized 10 billion users. The next slide shows that uh, the specific goal of reducing the emissions to the optimizing patients to certain deliver can be the collective altern thoroughly the having the integration of the extending of healthcare infrastructure of hospital and life cycles analyzing will be helping to measuring carbon emission and water uses. The waste of the generated from the newly developed system in EFF project, the enhancing fulfill the need of priorities of the staff and the patients thoroughly the green care healthcare relevant. The minimum imposition cost of the healthcare are providing highly patients to care energy effective HVA solutions. The next slide shows that the above deliver of the green care project are strongly aligned to with strong and ensuring the healthcare lives and promoting the well-being although all of the stages of example the eco-friendly healthcare service, low carbon emission medical treatment, and can reduce the mental molarity ratio. And the project deliver for the deeply heavier solution is the elegant SDG 7 of the affordable can clean energy. The deliverable won the certain green building constructed fulfilling the LEED Gold standards. The delivered to the EFC certain of the renewable energy integration upgrading green energy machine. The deliverable 3 is the energy management and patients to the healthcare monitoring and the reducing the length of the stay. The deliver for the site of the removing and decompressing. The shows that next slide shows that the green care healthcare buildings aims to the fulfill what the environmental goal of the footprint, reducing the thoroughly the green place of water conservation and energy efficient technologies. The social goal of the optimistic patient of certain can be the fulfilled thoroughly community. The health engagement and local empowerment stimulation simultaneously the financial goals and the portfolio can be the achieved thorough can be delivered the low cost of the technology investment, the environmental goal and social goal and financial goal. The next slide shows that the project will started in the 5th of January 2026. The WBS diagram shows that the ESG objective stakeholders identification and character approval for the core actives promoting under the project initiative stages of 17 days. The planning and the designing stages of including green produce producement, HVAC, solar and renewable having the system and the implementation. The green healthcare building are the EFS initiative project and designing, communication and testing. There are all the three major projects. The next slide shows that The tools has been certainly making the visual development and the project life cycle here, which is shows that the mapping of should be follow the based on resource of availability and sustainable requirement of the maintaining compressing standard and step by step. Uh, the next slide shows that the considerable area on sustainable initiative the projects. The core of the focus on the developing environmental sustainability should be the solar power generator and water infrastructure systems. The social emphasizing the building spaces and staff and the patients. The operational effective code could be afforded sustainable training program and implementation sustainable practice. The approaches of sustainable standard and green care healthcare building projects should be extended the beyond of the preparation and planning to the designing and the running an operational program. Instead, it should be the emphasizing addressing energy effective technologies such as the solar power generator or water heritage system, making sure of it could be meaning of long-term environmental harm. Also offering to the green space of would be the impact to the engaging and community focus on initiative overall community or well-being. The next slide shows that the core focus on the development environmental sustainable should be the solar power generating and the water heritage system. The social emphasizing should be the building green space of both side patients. The smart scenario would be checking all the energy using the monitoring could be the utilization for optimizing building performance. The another critical digital tools of could be the using the digital dashboard and it should be the helpful for the tracking to project which is reducing the operational insufficiency. The green operation objectives light offering the sustainable training program for implementing best sustainable practices. The next slide shows the project requirement to the keeping for the sustainable standards. It would be the emphasizing to data driven facility management. For example, smart season can be the using to project energy using would be the implement and designing whatever the decision has been sustainable energy complementing using for the output should be the implement practical outfit performance across the life cycle. Uh, the smart scenery would be the checking for the energy using for water maintaining would be the utilization optimistic building performance. Another critical designing would be using the digital dashboard would be the helpful for the project working reducing. The project sums of the Sustainable Global Development Map ESP objective successfully. The green healthcare building should be the focus on demolish responsible for the approaches and healthcare infrastructure. In a conclusion, the project success would be the really maintaining the transparency, thoroughly effective planning, and adapting the sustainable improvement standards in the project life cycle. A combination of the factor from the reducing the environmental harm of the supporting community health well-being would be the allow the mapping out of the project thoroughly to keeping the performance of the restriction healthcare deliver deliver from the project sums and sustainable goals development effective a special objective successfully. The green healthcare buildings should be focused on demolish responsible for the approaches to the healthcare infrastructure.